The following is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com. This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln and online at merealty.com. WLCN's live stream video coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter basketball is brought to you by Me Realty, Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, Culvers of Lincoln, Grau Incorporated, Chestnut Health Systems, Brian Clark State Farm Insurance, Independent Health Insurance Agent Dara Entwistle, Heartland Bank and Trust Company, Heartland Community College, Lincoln, Emo's Cafe, Chase Lowry Edward Jones Financial, Joe Ryan Country Financial, Schneider Masonry, Simply Traveled Cruise Planners, and United Community Bank. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter basketball.
At 6-3, Glenwood fell to 5-3. Eisenhower here 5-4, and us and Rochester tied at 4-4. So the Railers climbing that ladder to try to get up in the running for that Central State 8 title. And of course, you got to take care of tonight. You got to take care of tomorrow. Then
you need a lot of help.
You got MacArthur next week at some point, but it's another long week for the Railers. I think it's Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday again for the Railers next week. So a lot of basketball games in a short amount of time, and as we've talked about before, and Coach talked about, the guys like to play more than practice at this time of the year, and I think you need some practices mainly because you're getting your full complement of players back, but you also need game time action.
Yeah, and these guys really haven't played together all year, and the more they can get on the court together, the better. And Coach always says you want to be playing your best basketball at the end of the year when it comes regional time, and hopefully that's the case for the Railers.
Eisenhower has the second leading scorer in the conference. Tyshawn Clemens, the 6-foot junior, comes into the game averaging 19 points a game. He's second in the league. Komnick behind him at third in the league at 13 points per game. Leading the league in scoring is Amari Burries from Jacksonville at 20 points per game. We're going to send it back to the studios. We've got about 9 minutes here before the Railers and the Panthers tip it up. You're in the Grau Incorporated pregame show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer basketball.
This is Corporal Brian Clements with the Lincoln Police Department. This week, Lincoln Logan County Crime Stoppers is seeking information in reference to a shooting that occurred on December 30th, 2024 at approximately 7 to 8 p.m. in the area of the North Jefferson Street near the Logan County Fairgrounds. The victim suffered non-life-threatening injuries from a small caliber gunshot. At this time, no description of a suspect was given. If you have any information on this crime, please contact the Lincoln Logan County Crime Stoppers anonymously at 217-732-3000 or the Lincoln Police Department at 217-732-2151. Tips leading to an arrest could receive a cash reward of up to $1,000. Crime Stoppers only wants your information, not your name.
The Lincoln Logan County Crime Stoppers Crime of the Week is brought to you by Me Realty, supporting a thriving community safe for families through support of the Crime Stoppers program. Me Realty, 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com.
One of the deadliest mass shootings in U.S. history at Post nightclub in Orlando.
Walking into the building for the first time after the shooting, it was crippling, but it had to be preserved. If you're an ally of this community, speak out. There are more of us together than apart. It is the power of love in its rawest form.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear. Call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
See, Smokey thinks I'm funny.
Welcome back, Railer Nation. You're in the Growl Incorporated pregame show. Josh Komnick along with Scott Kirby and Lloyd Kirby here from Decatur Eisenhower High School as the Railers get set to take on the Panthers. The Railers come in the contest with a record of 16-8 on the season, 4-4 in Central State 8 play. The Panthers from Decatur Eisenhower at 12-11 and 5-4 in league action. And our statistician extraordinaire Lloyd Kirby sent us a stat just a second ago that the Railers last night's defensive effort of 29 points was the fewest given up on the season. They were actually the two games prior had given up 30 apiece to Mattoon and Taylorville. So Scott, as you said, the defense playing really well, and that 30 and 29 pretty good.
Yeah, real good. And just as long as you have more points than them at the end of the night, it's all that matters.
I was a little concerned last night after the score of halftime was 11-7 if we were going to break the 15-20 point mark, but that big third quarter by the Railers, and we talked about it, the struggle for the Railers this season in quarters has been the third.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, we made a run last night and got that big victory against a good Chatham Titans basketball team, 36-29. And you talked about Sanders underneath, and that's going to be a big point of emphasis here tonight. I think the Railers with some size advantage here tonight as we watch Eisenhower right in front of us warm up. They've got one good size guy underneath, but not near what Chatham had. Man, Chatham was long and tall last night, and a little bit different, as you said last night in the broadcast. This will be a different style today and tonight and tomorrow with Lanphier and Eisenhower. A little more quickness to go along with not quite as much size.
Yeah, and the size was in the perimeter. You know, our guards are having a hard time getting through that size, when they, start picking up the pressure a little bit and trapping, so a little easier tonight, like you said, with the size, but the quickness will be there, and we just got to do a good job of boxing out underneath. Don't allow any second chance points, and just do what we've been doing the past 6 games.
Railers will have to handle pressure. Not as much pressure last night as against Chatham, but tonight there will be pressure. Tomorrow there will be pressure against Lanphier as well. That's going to wrap it up for us here on the pregame show. After a word from our sponsors, Scott and I'll be back here in Decatur to bring you the play-by-play action as the Railers take on the Panthers. As always, a big thank you goes out to all of our sponsors. This has been the Josh Komnick Growl Incorporated pregame show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Railer Basketball is on the air. Good evening, Railer fans, and welcome to Lincoln Railer Basketball. WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCN Sports are pleased to bring you tonight's matchup from Decatur, Illinois, on the campus of Decatur Eisenhower for tonight's matchup between the Lincoln Railers and the Panthers from Decatur Eisenhower. Good evening, everyone. This is Scott Kirby alongside Josh Komnick, Lloyd Kirby on the camera, Claudette back at the studio, and we're all set to bring you all of tonight's action. We'd like to wish a good evening to all of our listeners and viewers that are tuning in to WLCN 96.3 FM, listening on the go on the Mixler app, or watching our live stream video on YouTube. We hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. It's time to check tonight's list of the game, sponsored by Me Realty. List your home with Me Realty when it's time to sell, and if you're looking to buy, check the listings at merealty.com. Josh, 3 keys to tonight's game.
I think for one, you got to guard the second leading scorer in the league, Tyshawn Clemens, 19 points a game, and he's a guy that obviously runs the ship for Eisenhower. You got to get out on him. Going to shoot it well in his home gym, you got to think, so the Railers have to key on him. Have to rebound the basketball a little bit like we did. I think we were right even or maybe one shy of out-rebounding Chatham last night with when we were pretty much undersized to Chatham, and then also we're going to have to handle pressure. Eisenhower are going to put some pressure on us tonight, make us handle the ball, maybe run and jump. So the Railers are going to have to handle the ball, and I think we do those 3 things, hold down Clemens, we'll be all right.
Yeah, and not to jinx us, Josh, but we've done a pretty good job all year long of keeping an eye on their shooter. Right. I know we did it last night with
Appenzeller.
Yeah. Kept him at bay. So if we can keep Clemens, under 10 points or so, and everybody else do their job, we should be okay. That's tonight's list of the game, brought to you by Me Realty. When you're ready to list your home, contact the professionals at Me Realty. We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups and opening tip here on WLCN 96.3 FM.
What's time for dinner?
Donating pet food can keep families together. Pets and people belong together. Learn more at petsandpeopletogether.org.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me.
That was perfect.
But I heard every word.
From Eisenhower High School, getting set for the starting lineups here between the Panthers and the Railers. Again, the Railers 16-8 on the season, 4-4 in conference play. Winners of 6 in a row here. Railers in their green uniforms. First out for the Railers. 6'5" and a senior, 34, Sanders, Frank Sanders. 6'5" and a senior, number 30, Hayes, Drew Hayes. 5'10" and a junior, number 10, Tungate, Brody Tungate. At the other guard, 6'3" and a junior, number 5, Carson Komnick. And the final starter for head coach Neil Alexander, 6'2" and a senior, number 3, Smith, Gabe Smith. Head coach Neil Alexander, assisted by Eric Ewald, Greg Alexander, Brandon Birdfarmer, Josh J. McMullen, Zach Dahm, and Gary Rademacher. First man out for the Panthers. Number 24, 6'4" and a junior, Marcus Page. At one guard, 5'10" and a junior, number 4, Jatarian Moore. At another guard, 6'1" and a junior, number 3, Garyon Henderson. At another guard, 6'1" and a sophomore, number 2, DeMonte Phillips. And their leading scorer, 6 foot and a junior, number 1, Tyshawn Clemens. Head coach of the Panthers is Rodney Walker.
And we are all set for tonight's action from Decatur Eisenhower High School. Lincoln Railers come out to the court, and centering up in center court, Frank Sanders, and number 24, Page, for the Eisenhower Panthers.
Tip-off sponsor, Chicago Street Rental, is located at 1909 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Visit those guys for all your rental needs.
All right, the ball's up, tipped, and controlled by the Panthers. Kind of a little awkward jump ball there.
A little too tall for the guys.
So Eisenhower with the first possession of tonight's ball game. They'll work it around the perimeter. Now stolen away by Hayes. Hayes will dribble left. Now back to his right. Kick it over to Smith. Smith up, fired out. Komnick, 3, left wing, off the rim, no good. Rebound, Page.
Yeah, good job there by Hayes at the steal. Kicked it up to Smith, and a good cross-court pass by Smith to Komnick. Komnick couldn't get the 3 to go, but I like the push of the basketball and an early turnover there for Eisenhower.
Henderson with it. Now gets it over to Phillips. Phillips feeds it down low. Little reverse layup, no good. Page for the putback, up and good.
Yeah, offensive rebound. Wild shot there by Eisenhower, but Page with the offensive rebound and puts it back in.
Hayes will walk it up the court. He'll go right, now back to his left. Kick it over to Sanders, now in the corner to Komnick. Up top to Smith. Smith to Komnick, now up top to Tungate.
Yeah, looks like some type of a zone here. A 1-3, maybe a 1-2-2 spread out zone here by the Panthers. The Railers trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure it out as well. They're really spread out here.
They'll work it around the perimeter. Tungate to Smith. Now back to Tungate. He'll work left to Komnick, left wing. Now work it to the right to Smith. Bounce past Sanders. Tungate, 3, top of the key, off the rim, no good. Komnick flies in for the rebound. Tungate thought about shooting it. Now Hayes gonna fire a 3. Got it. Drew Hayes with the Chris Coyne State Farm 3-pointer. Railers up 3-2, 6 minutes to go in the first.
Yeah, Komnick kept the play alive with an offensive rebound, and then the Railers, after another 3-point attempt, Tungate missed it. Komnick rebounded it, then got it out to Hayes for a second attempt, and Hayes picked it up right where he did on that third quarter.
Clemens to Phillips. Now work it over to Henderson. Henderson back to Phillips. Now Henderson. Phillips, now corner Clemens. Kick it up top to Henderson. Now they'll work it left. Clemens.
Yeah, they're running Clemens, their leading scorer, best player on the Panthers team baseline.
Moore with it in the corner. There's a trap, and
yeah, it looks like Moore called a timeout as he was caught in the trap. Looked like with Smith and Hayes over there. So early timeout there by Eisenhower. The Railers up 3-2 after the 3 by Hayes. The putback basket by Eisenhower. 3-2, 5:18 left here in the first.
Lincoln Railer basketball brought to you by Me Realty. Whether buying or selling, trust the professionals at Me Realty. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center located at 304 North McLean Street and online at myfgec.org. Culvers of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. 5:18 to go here in the first. Railers up 3-2.
Not sure why the ball is up top if it was a timeout called in the corner.
Well, no complaints from the bench, so we'll get the clock running here. Henderson, trap in the corner. Throw it over. That's over and back. Turnover, Eisenhower.
Yeah, good trap there by Comnick. I think Comnick and Sanders here, and Eisenhower throws it in the backcourt. So another turnover there by the Panthers, 2 of them to start this game.
Railers with the basketball, up by 1. Tungate, top of the key, way up top. Picks up his dribble, and that gives it to Comnick, back to Tungate. Hayes picked up there by Clemens. Now feed it into Smith. Kick it out to Tungate. Now Hayes, top of the key. Now they got their big guy on the point.
Yeah, I think the Railers should be able to get some offensive rebounds.
Comnick, 3, corner, got it.
Yeah, good pass there by Hayes, and the Railers much better ball movement in that possession. We moved it around. We got some penetration by Hayes, and then finally found Comnick in the corner for a Chris Coyne State Farm 3-pointer.
Page, reverse layup, swatted by Frank, and they're going to call a foul. That was all ball.
Oh, man. That's bad.
Horrible. So Page is going to go to the line for 2.
Oh, man. Good block there. But
yeah,
Page did a good job of trying to go up and under, and Frank traced it. And a clean block there.
Free throw up and no good from Page, and he'll get another one. Railers up 6-2. 3-pointer by Hayes and Comnick. Second free throw from Page. No good. So what do we got here? All right, lane violation on the Panthers.
Yeah, two missed free throws there by Page. And as you said, they put Page at the top of that 1-3-1, I'd call it almost. And the Railers should have some good advantage.
Frank should have a heyday.
Yeah, and if not, getting it to him, boy, the Railers, especially Hayes and Sanders underneath, should
now hold
clean up
on
some offensive rebounds.
Whether they're calling it close.
Yeah, and that's all right. You know, that's okay with me. Is that Clemens had his hands all over Tungate, and give Clemens, their leading scorer, at almost 20 points per game, right at 19, and give him a quick early foul here.
Rails with the basketball, up by 4. Hayes going to kick it out to Comnick. Now back to Hayes, and he's going to be fouled there by number 3. That's Henderson, his first, team second. Comnick to inbound for the Railers on his own baseline.
I got a little lob right here.
Now they'll lose it. Here comes Page. Now Clemens with it. Little bounce pass to Page. He's going to dribble in on Hayes. Get under. Now there's a swat by Frank. And Page, strong move, back up, and good.
Big boy's got all 4 of their points so far. The Railers got to figure out where he's at and keep him off the boards.
Hayes brings it up the court, guarded by Clemens. Now over to Comnick, left wing, all the way up top to Smith. Work it right to Tungate.
Yeah, Railers we got to move here. too much standing around and waiting for somebody to get open. We got to get some ball moving into the middle, just like that last possession that we got movement and then found Komnick with the three-pointer.
Hayes bounce pass to Sanders. Sanders up with the right, got it. Good move by Frank. Little discombobulated. Oh, steal by Tungate. Tried to feed it to Komnick. Now it comes up. Here comes Henderson. Jumper up and no good. Page with the rebound. He'll fire it back out to Clemens. Now work it to the corner. Three on the way. Off no good. Rebound Smith.
Yeah, that's better. But more Railers going to the boards that time. Page is cleaning up the offensive glass. He missed it. But Railers got that defensive rebound. Had a few more guys in green shirts going after it. Got to get some penetration here.
Yeah. Alley-oop. Komnick up. Oh, couldn't get it to go. Here comes Clemens. He'll push right. Now they'll work it left to Moore. Clemens now up top to Henderson. Phillips with it with 2:12 to go in the first. Railers up by 4. Working inside to Moore. Nowhere to go. Clemens, now Phillips. Henderson's going to drive. Tapped out of there. Tungate tracks it down. Gives it to Hayes.
Got to find somebody to roll in the middle. All 4 guards out. Even Hayes out on the perimeter. Now Franks flashes in the middle.
Komnick left wing or corner. Gives it to Sanders. Sanders is going to spin. Kinnick out. Komnick, 3. Got it! Komnick with the Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer. And the Railers up 11-4 with 1:25 to go. Steal by Tungate. That's his second. Finds a cutting Sanders. He'll get it to Hayes. Bounce pass to Smith. Tungate, 3, left wing, nothing but net. And Tungate gets on the board with another Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer. Railers up 14-4.
Yeah, there, Scott. It went to the middle, and then we
tapped away. Komnick tried to save it. Careful.
It went to the middle. Gabe did a great job of finding Tungate out on the perimeter. So good look there. The Railers got to find a way to get the ball into the middle.
Horn and Miller will check in for Tungate and Sanders. Phillips to inbound, gets it in to number 12.
Jaden Lane.
Moore with it, left wing. Eisenhower working that perimeter.
Yeah, and they took Clemens out. Their leading scorer is now on the bench. So where will the Panthers go for scoring here? We'll find out.
Moore to Mitchell. Now over to Phillips. Got their big guy out too. It's like Eisenhower looked to hold for the last shot of the first quarter. Railers up 10 with 18 seconds to go. Phillips with the basketball. Over to Moore. Mitchell. Almost stolen away. Here comes Phillips. Bounce pass underneath to Lane is up and good. And Komnick with 2 seconds going to throw up a half quarter. Left it short. And at the end of the first, it's the Lincoln Railers 14. Decatur Eisenhower Panthers 6. We'll take a commercial break. We come back. We'll have second quarter action here on WLCN 96.3 FM.
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln. WLCN's Railer basketball coverage is sponsored by Chase Lowry Edward Jones Financial, your Lincoln Edward Jones financial advisor. Located at 407 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, learn how Chase can help you reach your financial goals. Visit edwardjones.com or stop by the office. Member SIPC.
back to Decatur, Illinois, where the Railers take a 14-6 lead over the Panthers. Heading into the second quarter, it will be Lincoln Railer basketball. Hayes to inbound for the Railers.
Two. That's two.
Smith with it, right wing. Miller picks up his dribble, gets it to Hayes, top of the key.
There we go. Get somebody to flash in the middle.
Smith's going to dribble in, nowhere to go. Kick it out to Hayes, back to Smith. Smith fires it out to Miller. Miller gets to the lane. Little no-look pass to Horn. He couldn't handle it, but Connick tracks it down. Back to Horn, now Miller.
Right back. You got to look for your skip passes and your drive and kicks here. Let's flash somebody right in the middle. There's Horn.
Rails are reset with Hayes up top. Now they'll find Horn. Miller, three, left wing, got it.
Attaboy.
Brady Miller with the Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer, and the Railers up 17-6.
Yeah, good decision there. They went out on Komnick to cover him after he's made 2 threes, and Miller was wide open there and drained a three.
Foul is on Miller, his first, team first. Mitchell to inbound for the Panthers. Moore with it, now gets it to Phillips. Over to Mitchell.
Got Komnick playing the top of the 1-2-2 with Miller and Smith on the wings now.
And
clock must not be moving.
All right, an issue with the clock.
Yeah,
play is
must
stopped.
not have been moving.
And they're going to take off 15 seconds. So 6:26 to go here in the second. Railers up by 11. Panthers with the ball. Moore with it, guarded by Smith. Now get over to Phillips. Mitchell, corner. Now to Phillips, work it to Moore. Now back to Phillips, right wing. Mitchell, corner. Horn on him.
Yeah, the Panthers really have not even gotten inside the three-point line. They're just holding the ball out on the perimeter.
Phillips going to kick it out to Moore, and he's going to be trapped there by Hayes and Smith. Nowhere to go. He'll fire it out to number 22.
22 is Jamil Beasley.
Now here comes Mitchell. Phillips thought about a three. Now fired over to Moore. He's going to fire a three from the left wing, and it's good.
Yeah, and kind of took your any type of momentum the Railers had as they were.
Komnick looks to answer. Got it! Komnick with another Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer, and the Railers back up 11.
Panthers just lulled us to sleep there with that long possession and then couldn't find number 4, Moore, his first points of the game for a three, but Komnick answers on the other end.
Phillips to Beasley, now to Mitchell, back to Beasley. Fired up, Komnick almost had a hand on it. Feed it inside, reverse layup from Lane is up and good.
Well, they've really just hurt us from that. Short.
Three left it short. Moore with the rebound.
They've hurt us underneath the basket. The Railer backs have got to move a little quicker. They're throwing it from the top of the key right into to 12, the last possession, Jaden Lane, and he had an easy layup. Our back's got to move with the pass.
Raiders up 9. Moore with it, right wing. Now fired over to Mitchell. Moore, deep three, off the rim, no good. Tracked down by Komnick. Fired over to Hayes. Now Hayes will trot it up the court with 3:48 to go in the first half.
Again, let's get somebody right in the middle. Flash Horn, flash Hayes, flash somebody. Gosh.
And a turnover. Mitchell up and good. Lead down to 7 for the Railers. Komnick fires it up to Horn. To Hayes.
Got a flash middle.
Smith in a little bit of trouble, fights through it, gives it to Miller. Miller, no look. Horn got hammered on his way up, and he'll go to the line.
Good job of Brady of not just standing and waiting for Smith to try to get himself out of trouble. He flashed right to the middle. Smith found him, and then a nice little touch pass from Miller, a quick touch pass from Miller to Horn. Horn gets fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2. 20-13, 3:07 left here in the second quarter. Railers up.
Up and good for Horn.
First free throws of the night for the Railers, and Blake sinks it. 3 substitutions for the Panthers, a couple for the Railers as Smith and Hayes check out. Sanders and Tungate check back in.
It'd be nice to get a big lead and get these guys some rest because it's a short turnaround for tomorrow. Second one up, no good. Railers up 21-13, 3 minutes to go in the first half. Panthers with the basketball, 3 for Moore. Airballed it right down to Komnick. Clemens and Page back in for the Panthers. Komnick, 3, left corner, off the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Clemens for the Panthers. Henderson with it, over to Beasley. And a bump by Komnick. Komnick's first, or team second.
Dumb foul.
8-point lead for the Railers. Clemens, hands off to Moore. Comes Henderson, now to Clemens. Hand off to Moore. A little weave from the Panthers.
Yeah, and they use that big body of Page getting ready to set a screen, too.
Moore left wing. Now up top to Henderson. To Moore. Clemens going to dribble in. Fire it over to Beasley. Now Moore. 3. Blocked by Tungate. Boy, did he get up.
Yeah, he did, and quick, too.
Clemens 3 on the way. Got it. Railers up 21-16, 1:30 to go. Horn having some trouble, and a foul on Clemens. That's it. Oh, or timeout.
Yeah, it looks like timeout by the Railers, and kind of a scramble play there for Eisenhower. As you said, they ran that weave a little bit, and again, just played a lot of defense at a time, and then the Railers didn't cut off the baseline. They swung it around, and then Clemens ended up getting the 3. His first points of the game got the Panthers within 5 here. A minute 31 left here in the second.
Lincoln Rather basketball brought to you by Ground Incorporated, serving Lincoln and Logan County since 1953. Located at 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Chestnut Health Systems, offering a comprehensive scope of behavioral health and human services in Illinois and Missouri. Call 888-924-3786.
Well, the Railers will get the ball here with a minute 30 left in the first, up 21-16. I'm sorry, in the second quarter.
A little moisture on the court.
Yeah,
Need to get it wiped up here.
Spilled the water bottle. I'd like to run that lob play again to Komnick. It was wide open. Carson missed the easy putback or put it in, but I'd like to run it again. Looks like Panthers might go man-to-man here.
Yep. Komnick with the basketball, gives it to Smith. Now Tungate Tungate to Komnick. Komnick pulls up. Jumper. Got it.
Ooh,
it's only a 2. Foot on the line. 23-16 Railers. 1 minute to go here in the first half.
Yeah, and they went under the handoffs, and Komnick just pulled up, probably had a foot or 2 on the line, but good jump shot there by Komnick, who stays hot here for the Railers.
Clemens with the basketball. He'll go left. Now hand it off to Beasley. Off of him. And
jump ball.
Jump ball.
Yeah,
possession arrow goes to the Panthers.
23-16, 38.9 seconds left here in the first half. And the Railers need a big stop.
Henderson to Clemens. Clemens kicks it out to Henderson. 20 seconds to go. Clemens up top.
But Eisenhower very patient with their offense. They tip away by Smith. They're very patient with their offense, looking to get some baseline screens for Moore down there, number 4. And you got to think Clemens is going to take this last shot here.
Clemens with 3 seconds. Nowhere to go. Beasley fires up a 3, banked it in. They're going to count that? Yep, they're going to count it. At the end of the first half, it's the Lincoln Railers 23, Eisenhower Panthers 19. We'll take a commercial break. We come back, we'll have the Growl Incorporated halftime show here on WLCN 96.3 FM.
This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com. WLCN's live stream video coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter basketball is brought to you by Me Realty, Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, Culvers of Lincoln, Growl Incorporated, Chestnut Health Systems, Brian Clark State Farm Insurance, Independent Health Insurance Agent Dara Entwistle, Heartland Bank and Trust Company, Heartland Community College, Lincoln, Emo's Cafe, Chase Lowry Edward Jones Financial, Joe Ryan Country Financial, Schneider Masonry, Simply Traveled Cruise Planners, and United Community Bank. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter basketball.
Welcome back, Railer Nation, here from Eisenhower High School. You're in the Growl Incorporated halftime show. The Railers up 23-19 here at halftime. We'll run through the scoring first for the Eisenhower Panthers. They were led in the first half by Moore, Jatarian Moore, with 6 points, 4 points apiece for Page and Lane, and 3 points apiece for Beasley on that last second three-pointer to end the second quarter, to go along with 3 points from their leading scorer, Tyshawn Clemens. The Railers were led in the first half by Carson Komnick. Komnick with 3 Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointers and a deuce to give him 11. 3 points apiece for Drew Hayes, Brody Tungate, and also Brady Miller. 2 points for Frank Sanders and a free throw for Blake Horn. Again, the Railers
Hello, Lincoln and Logan County. This is Chris Grau from Grau Chevrolet Buick in Lincoln. When it comes time to choose someone to repair your car, truck, or SUV, don't you think you'd feel more comfortable working with the local people you know and trust? Our team in Service, Parts, and Detail have the tools, training, and knowledge that will get your repairs done quickly with less downtime and at the right price. Call the local pros at 217-735-4444 at Grau Chevrolet Buick on North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln.
WLCN's Railer basketball coverage is sponsored by Heartland Community College is Lincoln's community college. At Heartland, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to be a successful student. Discover Heartland, discover your future. Visit heartland.edu/Lincoln. United Community Bank, located at 2201 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln and online at ucbbank.com. Phone 217-735-5400. Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com. WLCN's Railer basketball coverage is sponsored by Emo's Cafe, your family restaurant serving home-cooked meals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Located at 616 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln, phone 217-605-0171. Emo's Cafe, Lincoln's family restaurant.
Welcome back, Railer Nation. You're in the Grau Incorporated halftime show. Josh Gomnick along with Scott Kirby and Lloyd Kirby here, where the Railers lead at 23-19. And Scott been pretty good first half for the Railers. 23 points as an outburst compared to where we were a night ago. So the Railers with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointers, which has been a lot for us as of late.
Yeah, you're right. And unfortunately, we're only up by 4.
Yeah. And then Eisenhower's they've had a couple themselves. They've had four three-pointers, so they're shooting it well from the perimeter. They did it early with Page underneath, and Sanders got loose one time underneath on a post. So I think the Railers will go into halftime here and try to figure out this 1-3-1, which it looks like to us that they've got a big size advantage underneath with Page playing out on the top.
Yeah, you're right, and that might be one of the discussions that they have at halftime. Try to work that paint a little more, and get them in some foul trouble, because they will foul you. And I think we need to utilize Sanders down low a little bit, because there is a size advantage.
You'd almost like to see Hayes get to that free throw line and go high-low. With we did it a little bit against Chatham last night, where Hayes catches it, and all Frank has to do is pin his guy underneath. A big size advantage underneath with the big kid out playing the point of the 1-3-1. So all he's got to do is turn and look for Frank underneath, and I'm not sure anybody for Eisenhower can stop him.
No, you're right. Just his size and his ability to get to the basket, and just haven't really seen it a lot tonight. I think the Railers just kind of trying to figure out that defense, and it kind of stumped them there for a little bit, but they'll go in at halftime and work it out, and we'll see what they bring second half.
One thing they were able to do is find Komnick in that corner right in front of the Eisenhower bench, where he nailed three-pointers, and just the ball movement. When he got open, the ball movement was good. I think you've got to have quick, precise passes along with some penetration to get through this 1-3-1, and then Eisenhower went man one possession late in the game, and Komnick came off a handoff and pulled up from about 17 feet and dropped a two-pointer in. So a little bit of everything thrown at the Railers here so far in the first half. Only one free throw shot by the Railers. That was actually 2. Blake Horn was 1 of 2. So as you said, try to get it low or some penetration to get to the basket and try to get to the foul line. You can't really rely on the three-pointer going down all night, which we hope it does, but sometimes it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, you're right.
2 minutes and 42 seconds left here up on the warm-ups. We'll kick it back to the studios for another break and have third quarter action here from Eisenhower. You're in the Growl Incorporated halftime show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer basketball.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
There's only one thing that will save somebody's life, and that is naloxone nasal spray. Get 911 on the phone, get the emergency responses there on their way.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com. WLCN's Railer basketball coverage is sponsored by Emo's Cafe, your family restaurant serving home-cooked meals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Located at 616 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln, phone 217-605-0171. Emo's Cafe, Lincoln's family restaurant.
Welcome back to Decatur, Illinois. Eisenhower Panthers Gymnasium as the Railers take a 23-19 lead into the second half, Josh. And what do we got to come out to do?
Well, I think we got to keep our ball movement going. We got to flash somebody to the middle, and then we've got to add some penetration to not only to get shooters open, but to try to get some twos. You know, we haven't had a ton of twos, really just one here tonight, I think, for the Railers, and that's from Frank Sanders. So we've got to find a way to get a little bit easier of a basket for the Railers.
It will be Railer basketball to start the second half. Hayes will get it into Tungate. Tungate over to Hayes, right corner. Feed it into Komnick, back to Hayes. Hayes picks up his dribble, now gives it to Komnick, reset Tungate, top of the key.
Yeah, they still got their big boy Page out at the top. I'd like to see just Hayes turn and go to the hoop there.
Komnick, three, left corner, got it.
Boy, that was quick, too.
Yes, sir. Komnick with the Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer. Raiders up 7.
Catch and shoot, and that was a pass from Tungate, and Komnick didn't have much time because the defender, Moore, was running at him really, really quickly, and Komnick got it off and drilled it.
Phillips with the basketball. He'll back it out, now give it to Clemens. Komnick fights through the pick for Moore. Now they'll work it back up top to Phillips. Bounce pass to Moore. He loses it. Hayes gets it, fires it up to Tungate.
Nobody here for Komnick. Ooh.
Hayes top to key, now Tungate.
Now
back to Hayes.
Flash middle there, Frank. Yeah, I like to.
There's a foul on number 3. That's Henderson.
Yeah, Frank trying to post up there against Henderson. Frank's probably got 3 inches on him and another, 60 pounds, and he was holding on to him.
Second personal foul on Henderson. First team foul for the Panthers.
Get in those gaps of this defense, and the Railers are going to be able to drive in and kick it out. There's
Komnick fires it over to Tungate. Now reset with Hayes, work it to the right. Now Smith, right wing. All the way over to Hayes. Now Tungate, he's going to dribble in. Up with the right, over the rim, and good good for Tungate.
Yeah, it's a great drive by Brody. Good ball moved by the Railers, and Tungate attacked the basket.
And
looked like he stepped out of bounds.
Okay.
Turnover by the Panthers, and a nice start here in this third quarter for the Railers. A three for Comnick and a drive by Tungate. Go, Brody.
Railers up 9, 6:12 to go in the third.
Yeah, a little full court pressure now. 1-3-1 full court pressure by.
Bounce pass to Comnick, now out to Tungate. Smith, wide open three, no good. Sanders there for the rebound. We'll back up with it. Tried to feed a cutting Smith over his head, out of bounds. Turnover, Railers.
Yeah, and Comnick was wide open in the corner, too. It was off to his right side. Frank was looking the whole time to his left side, but he would have been wide open for a three-pointer. Good offensive rebound, though, by Frank.
Phillips pushes left to Moore, left corner. Now to Clemens. Phillips, right corner, up to Henderson. Railers up 9. Bounce pass inside to Page, tapped out there by Sanders.
And turnover now by the Panthers. Good defense there by Sanders and Hayes.
Comnick left corner. Now they'll work it to the right. Tungate top of the key. Tungate, three, right corner, in and out, no good. Sanders went over the back and picked up the foul. Second personal foul for Sanders. First team foul for the Railers. Phillips across the timeline, now fired over to Page. Now Henderson to Clemens. Clemens top of the key, guarded there by Tungate.
Take as much time as you need, boys.
Yeah, eat that clock. Clemens to Henderson. He'll back it out, fired over to Clemens. Back to Henderson. Over to Clemens. Railers got him way pushed out. Now they'll find Moore. Now to Henderson. He's going to shoot a three. Got it. 28-22, 4:05 to go in the third. Smith bounce pass to Sanders. Now back to Smith, stolen away there by Phillips.
And here they go.
Phillips kicks it out to Moore. Now Clemens going to take a three, no good. Comnick tracks the rebound down.
Got to get movement here. Too much standing again.
Hayes over to Comnick now. Tungate. Tungate's going to back it out. Right corner. Pick up his dribble. Find a Hayes. Now feeds Sanders. Couldn't get it to go. And Tungate tracks down the loose ball. Railers reset. Smith up. Couldn't get it to go. Sanders shoots it, and he's going to be fouled on the shot.
Yeah, Frank just he missed that first one. Thought it was too easy, but he didn't use the make board. And Big Frank's got to use the board. Good hustle there by the Railers on a couple offensive rebounds. Frank Hayes, a pass from Hayes to Frank, and Frank's going to go to the line for 2 free throws.
Henderson picks up his third personal. Sanders free throw up and good. Second team foul for the Panthers. Miller's going to check in for Tungate, and Horn will check in for Sanders. Second one up and in and out, no good.
Railers 2 of 4 from the free throw line here tonight. Miller checked in now for Tungate. Comnick plays the point of the press.
Panthers being very patient, down by 7, 3 minutes to go in the third. There goes Clemens, feed it into Page. Now kick it out to Beasley. 3, no good. Fought for underneath. Page grabs it. He's going to go back up, no good. Another shot, no good. Straight up by the Railers. Now Comnick comes out there with it. Now Hayes tries to get it all the way up to Smith. Stolen away. Ball still on the floor. And a collision between Hayes and Moore. And they're going to get Hayes with the foul.
I think they're pointing at... Looks like they're pointing at Eisenhower. No, it is Hayes.
They got it on Hayes. Horn's going to check in for Sanders. Be Panther basketball. 2:37 to go in the third. Raiders up 7. Phillips all the way up to Beasley. Now Clemens sets up his offense with 2:30 to go.
Well, they've got Page right at the free throw line, and they're not trying to give him the ball at all.
Phillips, left corner. Now they'll fire it out to Moore, top of the key. Reset the offense with 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. And a reach in on Smith. First personal for Smith. Third team foul for the Railers with under 2 minutes to go here in the third. Kick it out, 3, Clemens, got it.
Yeah, you can't leave him open. Railers going after the dribble and not stopping the dribble. And Comnick not out there to guard Clemens, who hits another three-pointer.
29-25 Railers. Hayes to Miller, now back to Hayes, top of the key. Bounce pass to Horn. Fired out, Comnick, 3, corner, in and out, no good. Horn had a handle on it, now here comes Phillips. They're going to call a foul on Hayes. Phillips drew the contact, count the bucket, and Phillips is going to go to the line for 1. Free throw up and good for Phillips, and we have a 1-point ball game.
Yeah, been a quick turnaround here for the Railers, gone dry on some possessions.
Comnick with it, gives it to Smith, back to Comnick. Up top to Hayes, feeds Smith, bounce pass to Horn. Now here comes Comnick. He's going to throw up a jumper. Got it.
Ooh, it looked like he got fouled.
Yeah, he sure did. And the Raiders up 3 with 52 seconds to go in the third. Clemens in some trouble, gets it to Beasley. Back to Clemens with 46 seconds to go. Clemens finds a lane, and they're going to get Smith with another hold.
Yeah, now that's 5 team fouls, so Clemens will go to the free throw line with 2.
Second personal for Smith, and Clemens will go to the line for 2. Missed the first. Lane will check in for Beasley. Second free throw from Clemens, up and got it. 31-29, 37 seconds to go in the third. Railers with the basketball. Smith, stolen away by Clemens.
No foul.
And we'll see if the Panthers hold for the last shot of the third, down by 2.
Railers have had some turnovers in this quarter. That one there, it's got a couple from Sanders trying to hit Smith. I remember back early in this quarter, and we're not getting some shots on that.
Clemens pulls up for the jumper, no good. Rebound Horn with 3 seconds. Horn stolen away by Phillips. And at the end of the third, it's the Lincoln Railers 31, Eisenhower Panthers 29. We'll take a commercial break. We come back, we'll have fourth quarter action here on WLCN 96.3 FM.
An accident or injury can happen any day. If you're living without health insurance, now is the time to find a health insurance plan to protect you and your family. New, low-cost plans cover doctor's visits, hospital stays, prescriptions, preventative care, and more. And you could get a tax credit to help you afford insurance. So call me, Dara Entwistle, 217-737-7581 to help you find a plan that's right for you.
WLCN's Railer basketball coverage is sponsored by Schneider Masonry, family-owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. Chestnut Health Systems, offering a comprehensive scope of behavioral health and human services in Illinois and Missouri. Call 888-924-3786.
Welcome back to Eisenhower High School as the Railers take a 2-point lead into the fourth. And it will be Eisenhower basketball to start the fourth quarter. Clemens will inbound for the Panthers. He'll get it into Phillips. Tungate back in for the Railers. Moore to Phillips, now up top to Beasley. Phillips, now Clemens. To Phillips, he'll back it out, guarded there by Miller. Panthers working it around. Patiently, Phillips over to Beasley.
We kind of did this a couple possessions in that third quarter where they lulled us to sleep a little bit and then were able to find three, and that's been their offense in that third quarter. Was a lot of three-pointers for Eisenhower.
Clemens, Phillips, three on the way, off the side of the rim, or backboard, I should say. Tungate tracks down the loose ball, fires it up to Komnick. Komnick all the way back to Hayes, now fired up to Miller.
Tough catch.
Up top to Tungate, over to Komnick. Hayes, corner, hit out of his hands. And here come the Panthers. Moore stripped out of his hands. Komnick tracks down the ball.
Slow down here. Let's get a good possession. We need a good shot. Let's run that lob play for Komnick. Looks like they're still going. It might be in the zone here still.
Hayes, right wing. Give it to Komnick, top of the key. Komnick's going to dribble right. Find Sanders underneath. Sanders up with the right. Got it to go.
Yeah, good drive there by Carson, and had the help from Sanders' man come across, and then Komnick found Sanders right underneath the hoop and a big basket.
Raiders up 4, 6 minutes to go in the game. Phillips left corner, back top to Clemens.
Yeah, get on Clemens. He's going to try to bring his team back here. Clemens or Moore.
Beasley to Clemens, now over to Phillips. Phillips in the corner. Back out to Clemens. Now he'll go to the right to Moore. Back to Clemens, top of the key. Moore, right wing, Clemens. Gonna dribble in, now kick it out. Beasley, three on the way, no good. And Komnick flies in for the rebound. Kick it up to Miller. Miller stripped away. Now here comes Clemens. Feed it over. Phillips up and good. (33-31), under 5 minutes in the ball game.
Yeah, just been turnovers. Railer's not handling the ball.
Comnick right corner. Now Hayes to Sanders. Comnick pulls up for a jumper. Got it.
Boy, tough shot there. Two dribble pull up, and Carson with another deuce. We're going to get some stops on this end.
Railers back up 4. Timeout on the court. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take one as well. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
35-31, Railers with the lead with 4:31 to go in the ball game. Scott Kirby, Josh Comnick, Lloyd Kirby here this evening. Railers back in action tomorrow afternoon. JV will tip off at 1 o'clock and the varsity to follow around 2:30. So not much of a turnaround for the Railers tonight.
No, we're back to more basketball, and then they get Sunday off and back at it Monday when Bloomington comes to town.
Panthers with the basketball down by 4. Clemens feeds it into Page. Now he'll fire it out to Henderson. Up top to Clemens. Now Page. Page going to dribble in on Sanders. Up and no good.
Got to rebound it.
And Tungate there for the loose ball. Up top to Hayes. Now back to Tungate.
It's like man-to-man now for Eisenhower.
The lob to Sanders, up and I don't know if it was partially blocked, fouled, or what, but nothing called there. Now the Panthers look to cut this lead down. Railers up 4.
Missed opportunity there where Frank was open for that lob play.
In the corner to Moore. Now back up top to Clemens. Now Moore left corner. Bounce pass to Page. He's going to spin on Frank. Up under Frank. No good. Fought for. Tungate comes away with the loose ball.
Got numbers here.
Now the Raiders will slow it up with Tungate. Now Hayes. To Comnick. Now Sanders. Sanders going to try to dribble one on Page, and he's going to get him with the body. First personal for Page. First team foul for the Panthers. Comnick to inbound. Gets it into Tungate. Wide open layup. Up and good for Tungate.
Yeah, big play there. Good call by Coach Alexander or Coach Gregg. I'm not sure which one it was, but I heard the play from where we were at, and if they don't switch, that play works every time, and it did.
Raiders up 6 with 2:30 to go. They'll feed Page.
Yeah, I'd leave him there.
Now bounce pass to Clemens. Up and good for Clemens. Tungate brings it across. Tungate finds the lane, and he's going to be bumped there by Moore.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of pressure here coming up in this last 2 minutes, 8 seconds to go.
First personal for Moore, second team foul for the Panthers.
And Carson bounced it off their back.
Gets it into Tungate. Tungate spins. Loses it, gets it back, rips it out of there. Nowhere to go, and a timeout for the Railers.
Tungate got caught on not good drive and way to be strong. Tungate had a couple guys hanging on him, trying to go after the basketball, and Coach Alexander with the timeout. So out of bounds right underneath our basket here. 37-33, a minute 59 left in the game.
Lincoln Railer basketball brought to you by State Farm Insurance Agent Brian Clark, located at 628 North Chicago Street in Lincoln. Dara Entwistle, independent health insurance agent advocating for you, your family, and your company. Call 217-651-8046. Heartland Bank and Trust Company with branches on North Sangamon Street and Woodlawn Road. Let the seeds of your dreams grow with help from Heartland Bank. Heartland Community College. Heartland Community College is Lincoln's community college. At Heartland, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to be a successful student. Emo's Cafe, your family restaurant serving home-cooked meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner at 616 Woodlawn Road. 1:59 to go in the ball game. Railers up by 4, and we'll have the basketball on their own baseline.
I think that same play will work again.
I don't know if it'll work again. Comnick to inbound. Gets it into Hayes. Now up top to Tungate.
I like to run some sort of backdoor here for Comnick or Smithy, but they're way up on our guards.
Tungate pushes left, now back to the right. And a 5-second call on Tungate.
Yeah,
turnover Railers.
Nobody coming to help and get him off of him. Another turnover for the Railers, and that's been a struggle here in this second half. I don't know, I have the exact count, but there's been quite a few, more than normal for the Railers in this second half on turnovers.
Clemens with the ball, guarded by Smith. Over to Henderson.
A big steal, some kind of a stop, and the Railers got a rebound here.
Clemens with the basketball. Page comes up to set a pick on Smith. Now they'll kick it over to Henderson. Now Brown or Moore in the corner. Now they'll feed Page at the free throw line. A little backdoor to Beasley. Kick it out to Brown. 3 on the way by Henderson. Up and good. 37-36. Railers with 1:07 to go. Railers with the basketball. Hayes gives it to Smith. Now Tungate. Sanders picks up his dribble, nowhere to go. Fired over to Hayes. Timeout. Railers. 49 seconds to go. 37-36. Railers with the 1-point lead and the ball.
Well, Eisenhower's got some shooters, don't they?
Yes, they do.
And it's just not a couple of them. They got 3 or 4 guys out there that can shoot it from the perimeter, and that was a huge shot there. Not on the line by any means. He was a step or two behind the line, and Eisenhower's hit some big shots to keep themselves in this game, and the Railers just haven't been able to get too many good ones on our end.
Lincoln Railer basketball brought to you by Chase Lowry Edward Jones Financial, your Lincoln Edward Jones Financial Advisor, located at 407 Keokuk in Lincoln. Joe Ryan Country Financial, located at 509 Pulaski Street in downtown Lincoln. Call 217-735-4385. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. Railer basketball out of the timeout. 1-point lead for the Railers. 49 seconds to go in the game. Comnick will inbound. Get it to Hayes. Hayes to Tungate. Tungate up. And he's going to be fouled there by Moore, and Tungate's going to the line for 2.
Yeah, good drive there by Brody. The first initial pass was not there to Smith out of bounds on the back door, but Hayes able to get the handoff to Brody, and Brody with an aggressive drive here. Tungate steps the line for 2 big free throws.
Free Throw up and good from Tungate.
3 fouls, 3 team fouls on Eisenhower, 0 for the Railers. So you can look maybe for the Railers to foul a couple times, obviously not in the act of shooting, but to slow their momentum down and have them make them take it back out.
Second one up and good. 2 huge free throws from Tungate. Puts the Railers back up by 3 with 40 seconds to go.
Yeah, obviously want to stay in that 3-point lead in case of a make by Eisenhower. They got a couple guys out there that can shoot it. The Railers got to get out on the shooters.
Henderson dribbling around up top, and a timeout, Eisenhower. It'll be a full timeout, Josh. Let's take one as well.
Yep, sounds good.
Yep, we'll be back in 60 seconds.
Hi, Joe Ryan here with Country Financial. As pensions go by the wayside and your retirement approaches, have you thought about what your retirement income will look like? No, I'm not talking about how much money you have saved. I am talking about a retirement income, a guaranteed paycheck for life. That's right, a paycheck issued to you every month for the rest of your life. Sound interesting? Let's talk. 735-4385.
WLCN's Railer basketball coverage is sponsored by Simply Traveled Cruise Plans. Let LCHS alum Amy Wiggers-Chen help with domestic and global travel arrangements for groups, Disney, and all-inclusive travel. Simply Traveled is so much more than cruises. Go online to simply-traveled.com.
(39-36). Railers with the lead. 25 seconds to go in the ball game. It will be Panthers basketball out of the timeout. More to inbound, and the Railers got 4 fouls to give here, Josh.
Yeah, I'm okay with them fouling. Just make sure it's not in the act of shooting.
They'll work it around. Henderson up top to Phillips. Phillips loses it, now regains it, gives it to Henderson. And there's a foul there by Tungate. Yeah.
Make them throw it back out this way.
They've got 3 more to give.
Yeah, but here you're getting real close to that time where they're
going to throw something.
Right. Yeah. You just don't want them to throw something. You see the foul coming, and Eisenhower starts to throw one up, and the officials thinks it's in the act of shooting. So usually, as a coach, we always talked about anything under 5 seconds. You don't want to do that, but I know there's 9.9 here. But you want to make Eisenhower throw the ball back toward us, back in the backcourt, even farther to make them take off a little more time to get their offense set up.
Some more of our fine sponsors for Lincoln Railer basketball: Simply Traveled Cruise Planners. LCHS alum Amy Wiggers-Chen helped with domestic and global travel arrangements for groups. Generational travel, Disney, all things cruises, and all-inclusive travel. Simply Traveled is so much more than cruises. Call Amy at 615-961-6474 or go online to simplytravel.com. 9.9 on the clock, Josh. It comes down to guarding that perimeter.
Not much. We don't have too many easy ones this year, do we?
We don't.
There's always
drama.
Some suspense going on in any game that we've had this year.
More to inbound. Gets it in to Phillips. Now to Page.
Stay there.
Clemens. Now Moore to Clemens. Clemens with 2 seconds. Fired it up. In and out twice. It did everything but go down, and that's the ball game.
Ooh. And we had one go in the third, in the halftime. Eisenhower banks one in, and they almost did it again here to send us overtime, but it rolls out, and 2 big free throws by Tungate to go 2 for 2 to give us that 3-point lead.
Your final, the Lincoln Railers 39, Eisenhower Panthers 36. We'll take a commercial break. We come back, we'll have the Ground Incorporated post-game show here on WLCN 96.3 FM.
This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com. WLCN's live stream video coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter basketball is brought to you by Me Realty, Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, Culvers of Lincoln, Grau Incorporated, Chestnut Health Systems, Brian Clark State Farm Insurance, Independent Health Insurance Agent Dara Entwistle, Heartland Bank and Trust Company, Heartland Community College, Lincoln, Emo's Cafe, Chase Lowry Edward Jones Financial, Joe Ryan Country Financial, Schneider Masonry, Simply Traveled Cruise Planners, and United Community Bank. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter basketball.
This is Corporal Brian Clements with the Lincoln Police Department. This week, Lincoln-Logan County Crime Stoppers is seeking information in reference to a shooting that occurred on December 30th, 2024 at approximately 7 to 8 p.m. in the area of the North Jefferson Street near the Logan County Fairgrounds. The victim suffered non-life-threatening injuries from a small caliber gunshot. At this time, no description of a suspect was given. If you have any information...
You're in the Grau Incorporated postgame show. Josh Komnick along with Scott Kirby and Lloyd Kirby here from Eisenhower as the Railers win it 39-36. Another close game for the Railers, and the Lincoln improves now to 17-8 on the season and 5-4 in Central State 8 play, while Eisenhower falls to 12-12 on the season and 5-5 in conference action. Don't have the score, Scott. Our main man, Andy Fitz.
You got a score sheet right there.
Our main man, Andy Fitz, did not make the trip to Decatur. And I'm just not very good at that. There's a lot of things that I'm not very good at, and one of them is watching the game and trying to keep score as well. Yeah. So we're going to try and get the scores book from Sam White over at the scores table, but another close one, Scott. Two big free throws down the stretch by Tungate. Komnick was good all night long. Unofficially, I've got Komnick for 18. I don't know if that's right or not, but we're going to get it here real quickly. But down the stretch, we had to make a couple free throws. Third quarter, fourth quarter, not as good as the first half. The Railers had a nice first quarter, up 14-6 after one, led at halftime 23-19, up just two after three, 31-29, and then got that deficit expanded by 1 point and got that big three-point victory. The ball rolled around the rim several times on that last second shot, and I'm not sure how it did not go in. Yeah. But if any time that we complain about the basketballs being slippery, it could have been because that new ball just rolling around the rim too much, and it squirmed out for the Railers.
Yeah, you're right. And boy, they don't come easy, but a win's a win. That's 7 in a row. And, right back at it tomorrow afternoon, Josh. And so, by the time they get home, it's going to be
close to 10 o'clock.
Yeah. 9:30, 10 o'clock, get to bed and get back up. I'm sure they're going to have some kind of walkthrough in the morning before they get on the bus. And, they'll probably leave around 11 or so, I would imagine, 11:30. And I guess we'll find out from the man right here.
Coach Alexander with the getting ready to join us here in the Growl Incorporated post-game show. Again, the Railers win it 39-36.
And joining us now is Coach Neil Alexander. Coach, they're never easy.
Never are.
The Railers had a good first half, came out third quarter, did well, but Eisenhower able to fight their way back in it. And, the effort was there. 2 big free throws from Tungate there towards the end, and a shot that I don't know how it didn't go in. It looked like it went in and out twice, but fortunate for us it didn't, and the Railers pick up their 7th win in a row.
Well, I knew it was going to be a swish, but then when it hit the back of the rim, I go, bank shot.
Yeah.
So
had one of those in the first half.
It went in, out, hit the backboard again, and then bounced off. So we'll take it. Game of inches.
Yeah, Coach, and Eisenhower, did a good job. I thought they were very patient, got some things that they wanted to, move the ball around, and they've got some guys that can shoot the basketball. 6 threes by Eisenhower tonight. They started off with the big boy Page underneath, who had 4 quick points, and then he went scoreless the rest of the game, but their shooters started to help them get back in the game.
Yeah, and what's scary about them is that they only, if you lose your lead to them and they get the lead, they pull the ball out.
Yeah.
And then they become much more effective because they use their strength and their quickness and their dribble driving and skills and so forth, and we were able to keep them out of that, but we got off to a good start, which really helped it.
Yeah, Coach, 23 points in the first half seemed like a ton compared to a night, or really compared to most games.
I thought we was going to get to 40.
Yeah, and Komnick and Hayes and Tungate all with 3-pointers. Carson with 2 of them in the first quarter. And he was pretty consistent tonight. Komnick finished with 18, 9 for Tungate, 5 for Sanders, and Sanders with another nice game underneath. Had a couple he missed, but it's nice to have your full complement of players and to go along with that with a little size as well.
Yeah, it is, but we're still fighting it. We got guys that have been sick that it's going to take a little bit of time to get them back and into the flow of things and get them basically stronger. So we'll continue to work with it and get some things done, but we're hopefully, but who knows what could happen to tomorrow. I mean, who could have between now and tomorrow?
Yeah, right. Yeah. 8 3-pointers for the Railers, Coach. I think the most on the season as a team, and just shot it a little bit better tonight. Got off, as you said, got off to that good start. That always helps.
It does. It makes things go a little bit better, and they're a tough team to prepare for because they do so many things. They play you man, they play you 1-3-1, they play you 2-3, 3-2, 1-3-1 full court, 2-2-1. I mean, you got to be ready for everything, and there's different alignments for different things of how you want to attack and the angles that you want to take. So it was a good win for us. It's a great preparation game.
Well, Coach, it doesn't get any easier as we talked last night. Tough one here tonight, and then you've got to go to Lanphier. Not sure who they had on the schedule for their game tonight. I imagine they played somewhere, but you travel to Lanphier, and always a tough one there, and we expect another close one.
Yeah, they're playing well. I think everybody's probably looking around saying, "Whoa, Lincoln's starting to play a little bit." So we're getting healthy, and that'll be a key. If we could sweep 3 games here,
big weekend.
It would be a big weekend coming up here. Tomorrow at Lanphier, Monday at home with Bloomington, and then make the trip down to Sacred Heart Griffin. And if we could do something like that, this group here it's been such a up and down road for the whole season. So hopefully we can finish it on a high note.
Well, Coach, we'll let you get away and get those guys back to Roy S. and back to town so they can get rested up. Full day of basketball for all the Lincoln levels. Freshmen at 10 o'clock, I believe, at Roy S. Anderson, and then travel over to Lanphier for the 1 o'clock JV and the 2:30 start. So why not check the freshmen out? They've been playing good basketball. Sophomores fell tonight here. Didn't play particularly well or as well as they have been, but they'll be ready to rebound tomorrow. So everybody can check out at least 3 games, and the girls are in action again tomorrow as well.
I think who do they have tomorrow? That they might have Eisenhower.
Could be.
They might here. Yeah, they come over here.
Yep.
So,
looks like Lanphair's up 44-20 over U-High.
Okay. Well, yeah. We'll make the U-High a little comeback so they can play get a few more minutes in them, though. Yeah. Don't want to sit for the fourth quarter.
All right, Coach. Well, we'll see you tomorrow afternoon. Get these kids home, get them to bed, and I'm sure you got to get on the bus about 11:30 or so.
I think it's 11 o'clock. We'll get down there around noon or so and get them ready.
Get them going.
Get another W.
Yeah, that's right. All right. We'll see you in Springfield tomorrow afternoon.
Hey, Scott, let's run through the scoring here first after I finally got the book here. Clemens led the way for the Eisenhower Panthers with 9, 7 for Phillips, 6 for Henderson, 4 points apiece for Lane and Page, and 3 points apiece for Moore and Beasley. Comnick led the way for the Railers. Carson Comnick with 18, Brody Tungate with 9, 5 points for Frank Sanders, 3 points apiece for Drew Hayes and Brady Miller, and 1 free throw for Blake Horn.
All right. That's your scoring, and that's going to do it for us here in Decatur. Our next broadcast will be tomorrow at 2:30 as the Railers are on the road to take on the Lions from Lanphair High School. Our broadcast will begin with a pregame starting around 2 o'clock. The Railers now stand at 17-8. We hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. We know you enjoyed the outcome. We'd like to thank our listeners for listening, our viewers for viewing, and our sponsors for sponsoring. This has been a production of WLCN Sports 96.3 FM. We ask you to patronize our sponsors and say thank you for allowing us to bring you Lincoln Railer basketball. For station manager Jim Ash, studio producer Claudette, cameraman and social media coordinator Lloyd Kirby, and my counterpart Josh Comnick, this is Scott Kirby. Once again, the final score, Lincoln 39, Eisenhower 36. Good evening, everyone. It's time to send you back to the studio for the Classic Rock Experience on the Nighttime Fix 96.
Thank you for watching WLCN's live stream video coverage of Lincoln Community High School Railer basketball. WLCN's live stream coverage is sponsored by Me Realty. Whether buying or selling, trust the professionals at Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Go online to merealty.com. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, located at 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln, and online at myfgec.org. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Grau Incorporated, serving Lincoln and Logan County since 1953. Located at 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln, phone 217-735-4444, or go online to grauinc.com. Chestnut Health Systems, offering a comprehensive scope of behavioral health and human services in Illinois and Missouri. Call 888-924-3786. State Farm Insurance Agent Brian Clark, with offices at 628 North Chicago Street in Lincoln, or call 217-732-6211. Dara Entwistle, Independent Health Insurance Agent, advocating for you, your family, and your company. Call 217-651-8046. Heartland Bank and Trust Company, with branches on North Sangamon Street and Woodlawn Road. Unlock the power of more with More For You checking from Heartland Bank and save money on the things you're already paying for. Open your account today in branch or online at hbtbank.com. Member FDIC. Heartland Community College is Lincoln's community college. At Heartland, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to be a successful student. Discover Heartland, discover your future. Visit heartland.edu/Lincoln. Emo's Cafe, your family restaurant serving home-cooked meals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Located at 616 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Phone 217-605-0171. Emo's Cafe, Lincoln's family restaurant. Chase Lowry Edward Jones Financial, your Lincoln Edward Jones financial advisor. Located at 407 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Learn how Chase can help you reach your financial goals. Visit edwardjones.com or stop by the office. Member SIPC. Joe Ryan Country Financial, located at 509 Pulaski Street in downtown Lincoln. Call 217-735-4385. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. Simply Traveled Cruise Planners. Let LCHS alum Amy Wiggers-Chen help with domestic and global travel arrangements for groups, generational travel, Disney, all things cruises, and all-inclusive travel. Simply Traveled is so much more than cruises. Call Amy at 615-961-6474 or go online to simply-traveled.com. United Community Bank, located at 2201 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln and online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank is the leader in community banking and stands ready to help both individuals and businesses. Phone 217-735-5400. Thank you for watching WLCN's live stream video coverage of Lincoln Community High School Railer basketball.
An accident or injury can happen any day. If you're living without health insurance, now is the time to find a health insurance plan to protect you and your family. New, low-cost plans cover doctor's visits, hospital stays, prescriptions, preventative care, and more. And you could get a tax credit to help you afford insurance. So call me, Dara Entwistle, 217-737-7581 to help you find a plan that's right for you.
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln. Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Hello, Lincoln and Logan County. This is Chris Grau from Grau Chevrolet Buick in Lincoln. When it comes time to choose someone to repair your car, truck, or SUV, don't you think you'd feel more comfortable working with the local people you know and trust? Our team in Service, Parts, and Detail have the tools, training, and knowledge that will get your repairs done quickly, with less downtime, and at the right price. Call the local pros at 217-735-4444 at Grau Chevrolet Buick on North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln.
Hi, Joe Ryan here with Country Financial. As pensions go by the wayside and your retirement approaches, have you thought about what your retirement income will look like? No, I'm not talking about how much money you have saved. I am talking about a retirement income, a guaranteed paycheck for life. That's right, a paycheck issued to you every month for the rest of your life. Sound interesting? Let's talk. 735 4385.
This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln and online at merealty.com. The preceding program is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com.